What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be making my second cooking video, but first today we're going to cover what all I have in my truck, food wise, the refrigerator, and what I use to cook on. So let's get to it. Alright, so first things first, I guess we should talk about where you can buy food and groceries at. So obviously you can buy it before you head out on your run, especially if you're only doing like a week or so. You can just stock up on that, maybe even pre-cook some before you come out on the road. But if you're out on the road and you don't have any food, then there's a lot of Walmarts across the country that actually have truck parking, and if not, then you know, you can park at one of the truck stops that don't mind you dropping your trailer, and then you can bobtail over there, which is what I did this week. I was in Omak. I stopped at the Omak Truck Plaza, and then I drove across the street to the Walmart and got all the groceries I needed. You also, you know, you have Fred Meyer's and stuff you can deadhead over to. Like I know in Puyallup, I've been there a few times, and the best way is if you're in like a area you're not familiar with, like the Trucker Path app. They have a spot where you can type in, or you can add Walmart to your list, and you know, it'll pop up on the icons and everything. So this week, like I said, I went to Walmart in Omak. I spent $45.28, and I'll show you what that got me. Alright, so I'm trying to eat healthy, so some of the stuff I bought, or hopefully most of the stuff I bought, is pretty healthy. But we're going to start with the stuff that doesn't go in the refrigerator, and that is one thing you got to be mindful when you are shopping. You've only got so much refrigerator space, and you only got so much freezer space, so you got to definitely be mindful of that when you're shopping around. There has been times that I've bought too much stuff and I couldn't get it to fit in the fridge. So first thing we have a couple different packs of tuna. I think I paid anywhere from 88 cents, I think, for this brand, and then for these Star-Kissed ones, I think I paid $1 for them. And you know, you can see right up here, you've got 90 calories, 110, 80 calories, just a bunch of different ones. They're really good. I like them. They do have a lot of sodium in them, so I try not to eat too much of them, obviously, but there's a bunch of different flavors. I've just picked a couple to go with for now. And then I also bought some lemon juice, salt and pepper, sea salt and pepper, and then garlic powder. So that about covers everything I bought for that doesn't fit in the fridge. Alright, let's go ahead and get started and see what's inside the fridge. So here I just got a few bottles of water, which I actually already had. I bought some Parmesan cheese. Obviously you can go without that if you're trying to be super healthy, but I really like cheese and I didn't want to go without it. So now let me squat down here. I bought a thing of eggs. I bought some smoked sausage. I forgot how many pounds this was. 2.5 or 2.25 pounds of ground beef, and 2 crowns of broccoli, which is one of my favorite greens, and then 1 thing of asparagus. And then this is the hard part, is in this freezer. So I ended up getting, hey look, I don't even have to take it out, Great Value fully cooked meatballs, turkey meatballs. And then I've got lima beans back there and sweet peas up here. Now you could go with there we go, that's better. You could go with canned peas and lima beans and everything, but having all this food in the truck, a lot of it is processed and a lot of it has a lot of sodium, and so anything, or at least this is my thought, anything that will help me not have as much sodium is going to be better for me. So that's the main reason I went with frozen vegetables. But so that's all I bought. That was 45 bucks, which I think it's a pretty big variety. You know, the turkey meatballs, the ground beef, and the sausage. Usually I try to, you know, just get turkey, ground turkey, and I try to stay on the healthier side. But I've been, if you watch any of my YouTube videos, it's been like the past year, and you know, I've tried diets and they last a little while, I lose a lot of weight, and then, you know, I fall off of it. So I'm trying to incorporate some foods that are still really delicious, and hopefully it doesn't you know, make me get back on the fast food kicks, or, you know, maybe it'll be easier to do it for a long period of time. So that's what I'm trying. You know, it may work, it may not, but I need to lose some weight. And also I want to show myself, I know that it's not impossible to you know, cook healthy and eat healthy in the truck. It doesn't have to be that bad for you to be a truck driver. You know, everybody says, oh, you're a truck driver, you know, you can die early, you're going to get fat, and blah blah blah. But I kind of want to prove it to myself that that's not the case, and that, you know, I can do it even being over the road. So with that food I showed you, I still have some food in the truck, and some condiments. So I have reduced sodium soy sauce, which is something I used to oh, let me see it. There we go. That's something I used to never keep in the truck because, you know, soy sauce does have sodium, but it does have quite a bit of sodium, but it just makes your food taste way better. And I don't know if, you know, eating without it is worth me possibly relapsing, or whatever you want to call it, and then going to get a double cheeseburger from Wendy's or something. So I'm hoping having a little bit more flavor options keeps me eating in the truck. I also have some Louisiana hot sauce, which is one of my favorite. It's not too hot. I like the flavor of it. Let's see what else we got up here. This part of the truck is a complete mess. This is kind of like a catch-all drawer. So I've got a bunch of these rice packets, a bunch of different flavors. Like this one's roasted chicken, 90-second rice, which I put it in my well, I'll show you here in a second, but I put it on the griddle. And then we get up here in the top cabinet, I've got a few of these soups in here, a couple more of the different types of rice. This one's the whole grain brown rice. I think I've got a couple packs of that, and then some more of that roasted chicken. And then usually for breakfast I just soak these in water, and once they're nice and soft I just eat it like that. That's really, actually, it's real good with fresh berries. I usually buy some fresh berries, which I didn't this time, which I probably should have, or at least some apples and stuff, because apples you can leave out and they don't take up refrigerator room, so you can probably leave the apples out. Just chop that up and put it inside. I've done that before and it was really good. But today I think, which I've never tried the meatballs before. This is the first time I've ever had them in the truck, but they're fully cooked, so it shouldn't take too long to make. But today I think I'm going to make some broccoli, some rice, and put some meatballs in it. I think that should turn out really good. And definitely in the comments, if y'all have some other good things to cook inside the truck, let me know and I'll definitely give them a try. But this is day one of the new diet cycle, so hopefully I can get it going, and you know, just keep at it over and over again. But I haven't ate all day just because I've been delivering furniture, and you know, I haven't had any time to stop and cook, but now that I'm done for the day, this is going to be my meal. And hopefully I might end up getting a microwave for this truck, because I had one in my last truck. So I might get a microwave for this, and when I make this, it'll probably be enough for 2 servings. So I make enough to eat now, and then during the day tomorrow I can eat again, and then tomorrow night I can cook again. So we'll try that. I'm gonna go ahead and get out all my cooking utensils and supplies, and I'll show you what I got. Okay, so as you see here, we got a cutting board and a knife, Walmart special. What is that? Copper Chef griddle. You know, it just plugs in to an inverter, and I've found that this works perfect. I've got a bowl and a spatula inside. That should be all we need for today for making this meal. One ingredient that's very important, well, not really an ingredient, one thing that's really important to for me on my method of cleaning is the Clorox wipes, disinfectant wipes. I use that to kind of wipe everything down, make sure it's all disinfected, you know, then let it sit, and then I usually cook with it. I usually clean up right after dinner, and that way it's ready to go next time I use it. But this is the main stuff I have, and it seems so far to be working pretty good. In my last truck, my setup was kind of different. I used a George Foreman for a lot of stuff, but the grease splatters, and you know, I'm really not wanting to get this truck dirty or, you know, have to clean it as much. So it's really nice to have this lid to kind of cover everything that you're cooking up. That way you don't have splatter everywhere. Also, if you hear the truck running, it's really hot in here. So not hot in here, but it's really hot outside. I think it's in the 90s today, so I'm keeping that thing running. But first things first, we're going to chop up the broccoli, and we're going to put a little water in the pan and start that steaming. And then after that's almost done, I'm going to add the rice in, put some more water in if it needs it, add the rice in, mix it all together, make sure the rice is nice and warm. And then, like I said, I haven't used the meatballs before, so I'm kind of making it up. And then I think I'll put the meatballs in. You just got to get creative when you're cooking in the truck, because you only have, you know, one cooking service. You don't have 3 or 4 eyes to, you know, make everything in different pots and pans and stuff. Also, that'd be a pain in the ass to clean everything, so I try to do it as simple as possible. And like I said, if you have any recommendations or y'all do anything different, leave it in the comments, and that way other people can see it, or, you know, I can see it and get an idea and, you know, try something different later. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so I just added my lemon juice, some garlic powder, salt and pepper, and a little bit of water. I'm just going to stir that up, and then once I get it stirred up a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on. That way, let them soften up, and like I said, I don't make a mess in the truck. Now, if you watched the last video, I had some time lapse and some, you know, some better camera angles where I didn't have to hold the phone, but I forgot my tripod for my GoPro, so it's all getting done with this today. And if y'all don't like it, I'm sorry, but that's all I can do. All right, guys, so the broccoli's looking pretty good. It's probably been in there for maybe 5 minutes, but as you can tell, it's starting to brown a little bit. Let me bring that back. So I'm going to go ahead and add the rice to it and the meatballs, and, you know, add the water for the rice. Make sure that's nice and moist and good, and then hopefully the meatballs. since I've never did the meatballs before, I might have trouble getting the centers warm, so hopefully that's not a problem. And you know, doing it all in the same griddle, so hopefully that's not a problem and it turns out good. But like I said, broccoli looks good and done, or getting done, so when I add everything else, it should all finish at the same time. Alright, so I went ahead and got the rice in and chopped up. Added some water for that. I just now put the meatballs in, but they're pretty frozen, so it might take a while for them to cook. I'm gonna probably add a little bit more water and then put the lid on for a little while to try to get that internal temperature up a little bit. But I also added some more salt and pepper and a little bit more garlic powder. So next time you see it, it should be done and ready to be put in my bowl. Alright guys, so all the water's out of it. I went ahead and mixed it up. It looks like it's ready. So the rice, I might have put the rice in too early or added too much water to it, because it doesn't exactly look right, because the meatballs had to stay in a little longer than I thought. So maybe next time I'll add the meatballs second after the broccoli and then put the rice in. But I'm gonna go ahead and put it on a plate. I just stirred it up a little more. That's what you see me doing now. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in my bowl, and then I'm gonna top it with some Parmesan cheese, and let's see how it tastes. And there guys, we have the final product. Meatballs, turkey meatballs, rice, and broccoli with a little bit of Parmesan cheese on it. Also put some lemon juice in it, salt, pepper, and garlic powder. And let's see how it tastes. So it might still be hot, but I'm super hungry. Like I said, I haven't ate all day. Let's get some of this cheese mixed in here. It's hot. Also, it's very important to hydrate, especially when it's that hot outside. Alright, let's try this meatball. I'm really hoping it's done on the inside. Obviously it's fully cooked, so when I say done, I just mean hot. That was actually flavored really good from straight from the packet. That was really good. Let's try another piece of broccoli and rice. That's really good for in the truck. My girlfriend Diamond, it's one of her go-tos at home. She's been making this broccoli and rice. She does the broccoli and the rice separate, so she can cook them both to perfection, but it's really good when she does it. This isn't quite that good, but I am in a truck and I am using one pan, so I would definitely say it's a meal to try for you guys. And I went ahead and left plenty of food for a lunch or something tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to have, I think, 3 stops, one here in Yakima, and then I'm going to go over to Pasco and Kennewick, and I have 1 stop each there. And then we'll head back to Puyallup, pick up another trailer full of furniture, and head down to southern Idaho. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Hopefully I get better at these, but I had a great time making it, and the food tastes delicious. I hope you guys like and subscribe, and if you have any ideas for other meals, then you can just leave it in the comment, and next time I get groceries, I can buy that kind of food, and I can try it out and see what we can make. But like I said, thanks, and I hope you all guys have a good day.